Welcome back to opening day. Heat number 2, just getting started. J.Chianca having the best year of his life on tour. Current number 4 in the world, taking on J.Smith, a longtime veteran, second oldest on the championship tour. Has provided some big highlights and some wild wipeouts in his career. And we will get going here. The big man, J.Smith, puts his head down, gets the exit on a quick tube ride. Now winding up for a backhand jam. Hits it now into a little carving section, and he'll start off with the lead. So Jordy doing a good job to get on the board and using the barrel as well. That was a nice flick. Boat trip in the men twice, where it turned out to be one of the highest airs in the rodeo flip fashion. As we look back at his start here, what'd you see?
Yeah, nice little cover up to begin. Followed it up with a nice snap underneath the lip. Kind of got engulfed by the foam here. We're looking at the barrel at the start of the wave. Comes flying out there, drives around this section, and that little turn there, super funky. I liked it. Pulled the turn a bit early, snap under the lip, and backing up with a nice little car.
Well, the judges love seeing deep barrel rides, but you have to be ready to adapt and go to turns if you have to.
Yeah, absolutely. As we see here, we've got Joao going to turns, and I hate to use the words building a house, but I think that you start to see the strategy start playing into these heats. You need to get some points on the board.
Right now, J.Chianca winding up for some big hacks off the top flick.
Yeah, nice 2 turns, and that last one there was done.
But I knew he needed a low score, so I had to block him on that last chance, hoping there was not another one in the back, and yeah, one of those heats.
Here we go. We got some live action. Joao.
He's trying to slow down a small wave that's clamping. Doesn't really let Chianca in, and he's got to get out of there. Jordy, a 3 and a 1.77. And a lot of young local women out here showing that they're already prepared to pull into big barrels over the shallow reef, as we've got Chianca stepping on the gas. Little lunge in the pit, but it's a small one again. And world number 4 goes down. So small scores at the moment.
Here's a little replay as we watch Jordy.
Look at this. Section landing at him. He ends up somehow holding on to his stance. Nice hollow pit, and right there, a lot of people would have went down, but J.Smith makes it.
Yeah, just absolutely muscled his way out of this one. Nice little drone angle here. You see he just stands up tall, and that lip was no match for Jordy.
Essentially a closeout, as you see him pull in and got to his feet when he was already under the hood. So getting the make was important for J.Smith. You always know how he feels. He just got this wave flick.
Yeah, straight up into the lip. Didn't even drop to the bottom on that first turn. Backs it up with the second one and finishes for the third. So 3 quick turns here. You can see how he didn't quite drop to the bottom there. He just went straight up into the lip. Hits that little bit of foam that's available to him. Drives again off the bottom and carves back around, bringing it back down, little reset, and straight up into that lip there, releases the fins and pretty much landing on dry reef.
In his rookie season, his big brother invited him on a surf trip here when it was pumping. It was exactly what he needed. As we see Chianca make a wave. So going to turns without priority, finds something to pull into.
Had to requalify through the Challenger Series. Just looking at the replay of Joao's last wave there. Riding on the foam ball, you'll see he grabs the rail and tries to maximize this barrel time, ducks his head underneath the lip. He's right on that foam ball there. You can see the back of the board kind of losing traction as the fins get caught up in that foam ball. And he just sneaks out underneath that lip there. Similar situation to Molly. And the beginning of the year, they were both sitting in the world number 1 seat. Here we go, live action.
And just getting clipped there on the start. So Smith, 0.83, as he's still picking up his board. Chianca digs in again, not getting barreled, so he'll hop out of there to try to hang on to second priority. And meanwhile, Kauli Vaast is just hanging out. As we look at J.Smith, looking for some speed and now pulling into the end section. He'll go down.
do you wonder how much surfers like Gabby and John are actually sitting there watching these heats, or do they just actually switch off and not, it's out of their control?
Kauli Vaast finally gets started, and after a long wait, it's going to be a fall for the local wild card.
It's going to be interesting to see what Kauli does now, if he sort of changes up his tactics, if he tries and forces the situation with, and here we go.
Just finding room up the reef under priority. He just punches through the first section and now into a nice clean sweep. Throws down another wrapping turn and will shut it down and gets out of there. So now Kauli is going to start combing this lineup, taking off on parts of the reef that nobody's looking at.
Look at the replay here. Smaller wave, a bit more crumbly, kind of waiting for it. Gets around this section, puts the board on rail. Another carving maneuver and even gets the finishing turn there. So we go another look from up above. You'll see that that wave is pretty crumbly. Wasn't a clean exit on that barrel. Carves it around a couple of times and really goes for that finishing move there. What a heat.
Jordy back in action, hits the lip well. Quick little jam on the shoulder, more of a bowl setting up there, and a fire hose on the back of that surfboard. So Jordy playing with a bunch of different turns to see if he can improve on a three-point ride.
Yeah, Jordy up again, trying to improve on the three, straight up into the lip there, and looking to sort of release the fins there on that carving maneuver. Gets a third one in. So I'm not sure if that's going to better his three.
Let's see what happened here.
Yeah, Kauli out the back pulls in and sort of see him there. Almost looks like he was going to emerge from the foam, but just got gobbled up. See all his weight shift to the front of the board here. Trying to get as much speed as he can to shoot through this section, but you can see sort of his head emerge.
And then Jordy just got this way, Flick.
Yeah, nice little tube time. Does he come out? He does.
Kauli Vaast will be in the elimination round along with world number 4, J.Chianca, and J.Smith flexes that veteran status, a 6-3-3 and the win to move on to the round of 6.